Yes, people. We're back on the finished article with Fergie time. So, what we're going to be talking about today, what else besides Manchester United losing to Villarreal in the UEFA not Champions League, Europa League final last night. But before we get into it, I'm going to bring my boy Shazad on and we'll see what he has to say. Yes, bro. How are we this Thursday evening, bro? How are we?
I've got a massive headache, still in disbelief, annoyed, angry, shocked, pissed off. Uh, I don't know if there's any more adjectives I can use. And
No worries, bro. No worries.
uh,
But yeah, where do we start with Man United, bro? Where do you start?
I'll tell you,
I'll tell you where we start, bro. We're gonna start right here. We're gonna start here with the channel. Hit the like button, leave some comments, and subscribe to the channel. We are currently on the race to 100. Roughly on 73, I think, subscribers at the moment. As soon
yeah,
as we do hit 100, what race 100 means is there will be a prize for the one lucky winner from the first 100 subscribers. Now, with that out the way, what
you
are
know
we
what?
going to be doing here?
That prize that someone's going to win is going to be more than Ollie's managed to win this season. So enjoy it while it lasts, buddy. Anyway, go shots. Let's get it.
100%, bro. 100%. I was just gonna say. So where do I start? The game itself was, I don't know. The United had the wrong tactics. They couldn't break Villarreal down properly. Villarreal had a really solid defense. I think they scored the goal and then they just parked the bus. They let United come with the attack. United couldn't even get past the defense. They couldn't get the ball to Bruno more. They couldn't get the ball to Bruno in the right positions. We've got a comment here. I'm just going to bring it up. It's from my boy John. Chalked did a Liverpool. Yeah. What else? What else can I say on that? There's nothing wrong with what he said. He's bang on with
Yeah,
it.
you know what? He
United chalked.
he hit the nail on the head because, dude, we should have buried that game long before David De Gea took that last penalty. I'm not blaming De Gea for that last.
Oh no, you're getting it all twisted there, bro. It shouldn't even gone to penalties. It shouldn't have even gone to extra time. United should have had this in the bag in the 90 minutes. Now the mistakes that all Solskjaer made, he didn't take Rashford off, but he took Greenwood off. Rashford had a shocker of a game.
Yeah,
Besides the penalty, he did nothing in that game. Mason Greenwood was actually trying his hardest. You could tell by the way he was playing. He was pushing for the goal with the others. But Rashford gave the ball away too much. He was trying too many fancy tricks. He couldn't get the ball out of his own feet at some point. Sometimes he couldn't get the ball out of his feet. Like I can't get the words out of my mouth. It was a shocker, man. I don't even know where else to go with it. But Solskjaer still cannot get United over the line. There's nothing else I can say regarding that. Solskjaer can't get United past a final now. It was a semi-final last time. It's a final now.
here's a funny thing. Someone messaged me and said, it was really funny. Someone messaged me and said, okay, so United didn't win the final. The next season, what they got to do is go and win the final or go and get over the final. The problem is you can't keep getting to a semi-final, failing, getting to a final, failing, and then expecting, because I don't think they're going to give Ollie that many chances. And second of all, my issue with last night's lineup, and I can see Shaz agreeing, is we had our best lineup to go out and do what we needed to do. But when Rashford is injured, take the guy off. This is where Ollie lacks in terms of game management because of lack of experience. He should have been ruthless and take him off. If you wait to the 100th minute to make a sub in a final like that, you know something is badly wrong. Like you said, like Shah said, we should have been in bed and chilling and relaxing. But
Bro,
instead,
I'll tell you what, we should have been on the podcast at 10:30 last night. Never mind waiting until after the game and saying, you know what, let's just wait till tomorrow because the emotions are too high for this yesterday.
Emotions were raw last night. I was vexed. I was in disbelief.
Bro, you have no idea how vexed I was, man. I was livid, man. I was giving Ole some grief, bro. I am not even
who I'm
lying.
giving grief to now? It's not just Ollie, but now we're gonna see what's gonna happen this summer. Because unless these boys take the Glazers, take the checkbook out, and you find 4 or 5 players, I'm not talking just 1 or 2. I'm talking about striker. I'm talking about defender. I'm talking about midfielder. I'm talking about hell. You know what? The fact that you got a 35-year-old Tom Heaton coming back to United is embarrassing.
Why though? That's what I don't understand. Why the heck is Tom Heaton coming back to United when we've got?
I don't get it.
We've got De Gea in the next, and we've got Dean Henderson. Now I want to talk about this. Why didn't Ole change the goalkeeper for the penalty shootout? He should have swapped De Gea for Dean Henderson. And the reason I'm saying that is because De Gea hasn't saved a penalty in 6 years. But Henderson, he's a younger keeper, and I think his reactions would have been quicker. There were times where De Gea was close to saving some of the penalties. Don't get me wrong. He got his hand to the ball a couple of times. But De Gea should never have been in that penalty shootout. He was shocking in that penalty shootout. And I'm not just saying that from a point of view as he couldn't save a penalty. He couldn't even score a freaking penalty. And that's what lost us the game in the end. Don't get me wrong. I'm upset with De Gea that he didn't score the penalty and he didn't save one of the 11 penalties he had a chance to save. But I'm also upset with the fact that Solskjaer didn't understand De Gea hasn't saved a penalty in 11 years. Let's change him and get someone fresh in for the penalty shootout. He's just had 120 minutes on the pitch, probably close to 130, including all the injury time that was added on. Let's get a fresher man on for the penalty shootout. Other teams have done it before. I think Holland did it for a penalty shootout. They swapped their main goalkeeper for Tim Krul, was it? Who came on for the penalty shootout. And he did a good job. Why couldn't United have done the same? Solskjaer doesn't have the balls to make the big changes. That's all it is.
Okay,
and I'm going to jump onto one other thing, Shaz, before I finish.
I want to touch upon. So you just said he doesn't have the balls. The problem is, in order for him to have balls, he needs to be risk averse. Now, the problem with that is he's always played it safe. Now, you know how most managers work their way up to the top job. Effectively, he went from Mode to Cardiff to United. So what he's done is, by the way, Ollie has done some fantastic work at United. The problem he's suffering with right now, not his man management on how he manages, but in the big game moments, i.e. the fact that there's a situation whereby we're struggling to, okay, so we scored, Cavani scored. Then you think, okay, this is fantastic. We now need to go and bury them. So Rashford missed that one chance. And that to me was reflective of the fault. And I know Shav's touched upon it in previous videos. My problem with if Rashford had been better managed, i.e. we had squad depth, which we don't, which was evident by the fact that you played the guys for 100 minutes. So that told you everything you need to know. You should. Why was Donny van der Beek not brought on? Why was
you tell me, bro. Tell me why Solskjaer didn't make these changes, bro. I'm going to make a comment, bro. I'm going to say it because I felt this for probably the second half of the season. This is how I felt about Rashford. He needs to be dropped.
Yeah, I do. I agree.
Rashford has had, I think the first half of the season wasn't too bad. The second half of the season, probably even more than the second half, he's had a shocker. He's missed sitters. He's missed chances that normally you'd see him put away. He's trying to be too clever with the ball. He's trying to do too many fancy tricks when there was one opportunity yesterday where he had the chance to. He had the ball in the box. He had a chance to pass that ball to shoot, but he tried to take it around the player, lost the ball, and we didn't even get a shot in that opportunity. It's those silly mistakes that he's making where I think he could have passed that to Bruno, or it may have been somebody else from midfield where they could have actually had a shot because they had a bit of space. They could have got a shot away, and you know what? We could have had a goal there. Rashford's being too greedy. He's trying to be the hero all the time. He needs to be dropped until he gets either changes his attitude or he starts playing better. If you ask me, they need to put either Mata on. They could have had Mata in that position for the rest of the season. They could have had Daniel James for the rest of the season. They could have had anyone playing that position for the rest of the season besides Rashford.
I would agree with you on most points. One thing I would not agree with you is attitude. So yes, take away the fact that he's done a lot of charity work. I understand what you said, focus on football. But I am telling you,
it's not even the charity work though, bro. Just played shit, bro.
Bro, he's gonna play shit. The guy was burnt out. If he's burnt out,
he's not though. He's not burnt out, bro.
Burnt out, bro. He is burnt out. Bruno, Rashford.
Bruno is burnt out. I'll agree with you on that one, bro. Bruno is burnt out, but Rashford is not burnt out. He's just playing shit. He needs to be dropped. And do you know what? If it was me, if I was Solskjaer right now, I'd be thinking about selling Rashford.
No, you won't sell Rashford because you
know. Why not? Why not sell Rashford?
I'm telling you why. I'm telling you
tell
why.
me why not. Give me a good reason why not to sell Rashford right now in this summer.
I'm telling you why, because you don't sell the one player that literally has carried United
he hasn't
through the season.
Bro, he hasn't carried United this season. No, you're wrong there, bro.
I'm finishing.
Bruno has carried United this season.
Bro,
Luke Shaw has carried United this season. Dean Henderson's even carried us for parts of the season.
Tell me why you think Rashford hasn't carried.
How has Rashford carried us this season, bro?
Tell me why.
For an attacker like Rashford to carry us this season, he needs to have scored some decent goals.
He needs to have scored 25 goals, 10 assists.
In the last, 3 months, has he scored anything? Hardly.
Bro, how can he score when he's burnt out?
But he's not burnt out, bro. That's the thing. He is not burnt out.
He is burnt out.
Bruno's burnt out. Even though Bruno says he's not burnt out, Bruno is burnt out.
What we're basically saying is he's not a bad player, but he's not a brilliant player. So what we have to effectively say is you need strength in depth. You look at Man City, you look at Chelsea, you look at Liverpool. You need everybody in the team to contribute. Our problem is, and this is blunt, I'm going to be blunt about this. Like you said yesterday, Tuanzebe should have started in defense.
100%.
The fact is, had Tuanzebe started, we wouldn't have conceded that goal that they scored.
100%. And I said this. I was saying this when I watched it as well, bro.
Exactly. Which is why when we did the preview, we agreed. And then on top of that, I agree with you. I would have dropped Rashford. I said, bro, you sit on the bench, you don't play.
Not even that, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, Eric Bailly is a good defender. Yeah, I rate Eric Bailly, and I'm glad he's re-signed with. I'm glad he's extended his stay at United because he is a good player, right? The problem I had was Solskjaer made a change. He took Eric Bailly off and he put Tuanzebe on towards the end of the game, and it was already injury. It was already extra time at that time. So why change your defense so late? Why not put Van der Beek on at that point? If you're going to make a change, put Van der Beek on. Make an attacking change. Make a change that's actually going to help the team out.
I agree. But the problem was he did that because Bailly was about to get sent off. Bailly literally by the end of it, because the problem
at that point, even if he got sent off, it wouldn't have mattered because it weren't that long left.
This is why I go back. So you've just hit the nail on the head. Bailly, living legend, is a great defender. The problem is when you have incompetence next to you, i.e. Linda Soft.
Because come on, bro. You can't say that. Lindelof didn't have a bad game, bro.
I did. He did have a bad game.
How did he have a bad game, bro? United conceded 1 goal.
No, I'm talking about bad game because, yes, you're right. Okay, if you look at it from a game goal ratio, yes, not a bad game. I'm talking
about good defending as well, bro. Come on. I know you don't like the guy, man, but come on, bro. You can't say he had a bad game yesterday.
I'm entitled to an opinion, and we're all. Guess what? You know what? We're all winning in this because we're all fans, and we want to see the best for the site.
Of course, man,
what we're dealing with right now is we're dealing with the aftermath of the fact that Ollie has gone through an entire season, and yesterday was supposed to be the pinnacle. You know why I was upset yesterday? I was upset because I wanted Ollie to be vindicated by winning that trophy yesterday to say, look, change is coming in the right direction. The thing that irritated me was, as you said, and you know what, I'm going to agree with you. It can be Rashford's fault, it can be Pogba's fault, it can be whoever's, but we should have got over the line regardless of whoever played. Villarreal had never reached a European Cup final and probably never will again. And then on top of that,
bro, that was the first ever trophy they've ever won.
Yeah.
Right. Now, the other problem I had was he took Pogba off. Why?
Yeah.
When he knew this game could go to penalties, why was he taking players off that could potentially be scoring our penalties for us?
Yeah.
What's the deal with that? I know he was trying to win the game, right? He was trying to win the game, but the changes he were made weren't showing that. Tuanzebe came on. I can't remember what minute he came on, but he came on quite towards the latter half of the game.
115th minute he came on.
There you go. I don't know why he made that change with 5 minutes to go. He could have put Van der Beek on, I don't know, man. He could have put Dean Henderson on for De Gea at that point. He put Daniel James on as well. I think did he take Pogba off for Daniel James?
Yeah.
Right. Why? I shouldn't say it this way, but why the fuck would you take Pogba off, right, and put Daniel James on? No, come on, bro.
I don't know.
There's got to be a reason behind his thinking of that, bro. He
Right,
took Pogba off.
If I had the reason, I spent last night. I called you. I had a headache.
No, of course you did. But the commentator said this yesterday. Pogba is the only player in the Man United squad who has scored in a World Cup final.
No,
right?
I agree.
Why take a world-class player like Pogba, and I don't care who wants to argue with that. Pogba is a world-class midfielder. Why take him off for Daniel James?
No, I agree. You know what?
I know Daniel James has pace, right? But that's all he has. The guy's shooting is shocking. When he stepped up for that penalty, bro, I thought, right, we've lost this. He is not scoring that penalty. And he almost missed it as well, bro.
No. I'm gonna now, to answer your point on Pogba. I'm in complete agreement. The guy is world class. I'm in agreement with you that he should never have got taken out. I was pissed off about it. I'm in agreement with you. The fact is, you don't switch him for Dan James at that stage. What my issue is, and I have to be blunt about this, and I think you'll agree with me on this, is when it comes to the big games, let's be blunt. We shouldn't have even got to extra time. So the fact is, Pogba, when he starts well, he does well. You know better than me, because you followed it longer than I have. Pogba sometimes doesn't start strong. So unless he starts strong, he tends to stroll. Now, my only hope is that I was glad that Pogba threw his medal away, because it showed he cared about it. The only thing we can do from this as a parting message to say is, this is the incentive to next season. Get your shit sorted and get over the line. Because not just so next season finishing second isn't acceptable. You now make the signings and you go win that title. You then go into the Champions League and you don't mess up like you did this season. And either tactically, Ollie needs to have recruit better in management. Either he needs an assistant manager, and a proper one, not his mates sitting in the back who are juniors as well. And you recruit. So when I say recruit, you get your Sancho in. You get your you know what, we were joking about it, but Pau Torres played sick yesterday. You either go.
You're not even wrong there, bro. That guy had a sick game against United yesterday.
I'll bring him over. I don't care what the Glazers have to do. They need to take that checkbook out, because they can't say they're short of money, because they just took 100 million out. And the only way they're making up to the fans, because I tell you, the fans are going to be pissed off. If you thought the protest was bad, they're going to be vexed if these boys don't take out the checkbook.
Oh yeah, 100%. What I'm going to do, I'm gonna bring the highlights up of the goal we conceded, yeah, and I want you to watch it, bro. I want you to tell me who was to blame for this shocking goal, man.
Okay.
I'm just bringing up the feed now.
Yeah.
Can you see that? Yeah. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I can see something.
Yeah.
I guess it's loading.
Yeah, it's not playing yet. I haven't played it yet, bro. Come on.
Okay.
Let's scroll down. Yep, it's the right video. Right. What? Hold on a sec. Play button. He's jumping around on me. There we go. Here we go.
Yeah.
What was that, bro? What the heck happened there? It was from a free kick.
Hold on, let me see.
United struggle from free kicks, bro.
Can you go back one?
You want me to put it back?
Yes, sorry.
That was the Cavani goal. If you didn't see it, everybody. Just give me a sec. Let me go back.
We'd love to see it.
Hold on, bro. Let me. I've lost the feed, bro. I've lost the feed.
No,
Just let me
fine.
grab that back. Do
If
you want to watch the conceded goal again?
yeah, conceded goal. I just want to say it because it's one thing I noticed.
Give me a sec.
Months.
Bring that back. Right, I'll pop it back up on the screen. Give me a sec.
Nice.
Here we go. It's coming now, lad. We'll run it back. We'll run it back. Can you see it now, yeah?
That's loading. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, here we go.
What was that, bro? What was that?
Yeah, I tell you what, there is, and I need to make it. I need to pay compliment to Villarreal here. So, as much as it pains me to say this, they were quite clever. If you look at Moreno that scored,
Yeah.
now he was doing nothing. He was just hanging around the back. What his best mate did, that blocked off Bailly, was he blocked Bailly so next man could Moreno could run behind, and then what happened is that whoever was marking him, because no one was really marking him, he just ghosted in, and unfortunately, it's a combined error. The finish wasn't the best; they just looped in. But this is this.
Yeah, it was just like a dinky over the keeper, really, weren't it?
You know why it annoys? Why it's
what
annoying?
I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the quality of Cavani's goal. I absolutely love Cavani's goals, man. So I'm going to show you Cavani's goal as well. But let's not pull away from United's goal.
Yeah, let's not pull. And before you show it, Cavani's goal is just an example of a Predator's finish. So sometimes you don't need
this
nice.
Is what United lack in most of the time.
So most of the time, what you need is you need a ruthless mofo. Excuse my language. A ruthless striker to just say, you know what, I'm gonna put this ball in the back of the net because that's what I get paid to do. Too many times we're doing step.
Here it comes, bro. Here it comes. Here it comes. This is Cavani's goal. Yeah, it's from the corner.
Yeah.
Luke Shaw banging it in.
Yeah. Rashford has the attempt, blocks it. Yeah,
there you go.
Perfect. Predator's finished because he's there for that reason, and that is why Edinson Cavani, and I hate to say it, I doubted it when he signed on the free last season. I was there. Why have you signed an old guy? Yes, he'll get goals, but you know what? The guy has proved me wrong, and glad he's staying.
And I'm glad he's proved people like you wrong, bro.
No,
you want to watch the penalty shootout again, bro? I'll put the penalty shootout on.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
All right, here we go. John's left us another nice little comment here. And before I put it on, bro, he's actually right about this. He's right on this. We really miss a Vidic or Ferdinand type player in defence, obviously. He's bang on with that. Those are the type of players that we miss.
By the way, John, love your comment. Thank you very much for tuning in. I absolutely agree with everything you've just said. And this is what the boys need to do over the summer. So, Glazers, listen to John. Listen, bring his comment up. Bring his comment up again.
You want me to bring it back up, yeah?
Bring it back up. Bring it back up.
There you go.
Nice. Glazers, pay attention to what John Hanna's just said. Go sign that type of defender. Not these midgets in defense that jump around and don't do anything. We need a proper solid centre back. No nonsense. Willing to put his head on the line, take blood. That's what we need. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna speak to Ferdinand and see if he wants to come out of retirement.
Oh wow! We've got another comment on YouTube here. The comments are flying in right now. This is a comment from my nephew. I'm gonna put this up because yeah, I'll just put this up, Shaz. Good evening. The second most expensive squad in England and heading towards a 5-year trophy drought. United are a disgrace and have the most deluded fans in football. The club is finished. All in. I was expecting him to say something like this. After the game, after De Gea missed his penalty, it was not even 5 to 10 seconds. I get a message from this guy. just laughing at it. And he actually did advise me to say Eid Mubarak to you, bro, for next month. Oh man, it was mad. It's a
good.
mad
You know
one.
what? It's so good because all the haters are gonna hate because they love to hate on everyone else's failures, but it's all good, boys. Rise again,
Madness,
boy.
man.
Rise again.
Madness.
As always, thank you very much for everyone tuning in. I really appreciate the comments. Well, we got people joining today.
We have, bro. We have. There's no other comments. No, I think those were the only comments that I could see.
But
that
you know
we
what? You know what? I agree with what John has said. Absolutely nailed it on the head. Need to sign a Ferdinand or a Village type player, even a Yapstam. I'll go as far.
I'll go with a Yapstam all day, mate. Yapstam's
day.
legend, bro.
Indeed. But you know what?
But you know what, Shaz? I'm gonna do one thing before we sign off. I'm just waiting for the video to hit that part. Just give me a sec. Just for the people that absolutely love Man United and hate Man United at the same time, I'm going to bring this little part of the video up. You know where we're going with this, bro. You know where we're going with this.
Oh yeah, you might as well play it. I've seen it a million times.
So here we go, people.
Yeah,
this is the penalty that killed the game of United.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is how not to.
And here it is. Oh, he saved it! Wow. Bro, man, that's a hard thing to watch again, bro.
Why would you side foot it? Why would you side foot it?
The guy's a goalkeeper. He knows how to kick the ball out from his own net, bro. Come on.
You know what? I've never seen a goalkeeper side foot it to a player when they've got the ball. Why not do what you do when you take a goal kick? Whack it in.
Exactly. Why didn't you smash it top pocket somewhere, and then we probably would have just gone back to the starting order again with penalties again and waited for someone to miss.
I didn't actually know what would have happened if everybody had scored their pens.
Do you know what? I've never actually seen a game that's gone on to the point where all 11 players have taken penalties and no one's missed like this. Would they just start again from the start, from number one? Or do they go to the managers and let Ole start taking them? Because I'd rather have Solskjaer take the penalty than De Gea, if you're asking me. The guy can actually score a penalty, man, even at his age.
You know what? I'd have called Owen Hargreaves. He was at the game yesterday.
We had Michael Carrick. We had Owen Hargreaves. We had a couple of people that could have taken that penalty instead of De Gea, bro. Do you get me?
Yes, guys. Yes. As always, you know what? It's been a pleasure. Fantastic.
It has been a pleasure, everyone. Well, thank you for the channel where we got the video feed from, the United channel. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Thanks for John and Sol for the comments that they've left. And I think that's going to be it today, Shaz. That's the wrap up on that. I could say loads about United and the frustration with it, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, as a United fan, I'm still going to be supporting United. We win, we lose, we draw. We're still United till the end. Over the summer, like you said, big changes are needed. Players need to go. Players need to come in. Couple of players I think we should be getting rid of at this point. Now, I know we touched on this when we went through the squad a little bit. De Gea should be going.
Yeah,
he's outstayed his stay now at United. I think right now for him, he needs another challenge. He needs not a bigger challenge, but he needs another challenge to get his motivation back. And I think Dean Henderson as number one will be better for us right now. Tom Heaton coming in, I disagree with that. I don't understand why we would sell a player young and then get him back at his age. Unless he's just going to be a league rant and stay on the bench and warm it up for people at times. But yeah, another player I think should be going. I know you disagree with this, Shaz, but Rashford. I know it's a big call to make, getting rid of a player like Rashford. But with the season he's had, I think he's grown into the potential that he's got as a player. I don't think he's going to grow into a better player than he is right now. And the end of the season he's had has been a shocker. He's focused more on other things than football, not just the charity work, but other stuff as well. He's doing what Jesse Lingard did. And saying that, Jesse Lingard, he's moved on to other things whilst he was still playing football. That's why he never really hit the United squad. He's gone on to, I think he's got his own I don't know, he's got his own business on the side or something where he's making money. But Jesse Lingard's proved me wrong. He's gone on to West Ham and absolutely smashed it. Happy for the lad. But yeah, Rashford, probably bench him, sell him, do whatever you want with him, don't care anymore. We've got Mason Greenwood, who I think can turn into a bigger player than Rashford has for us. We've got Martial coming back from injury, who I think after injury, new season, hopefully he gets a change of attitude, change of mentality, and proves us all wrong, because he needs to prove me wrong right now. Does not Rashford, but even Rashford has to prove us everybody wrong as well now. If Rashford has another stinker season, he needs to be gone. Get Haaland in, get Sancho in, get rid of him. He's not be all. Rashford is not the be all end all. Get rid of him.
Go, yeah.
If you need to, get rid of him. Get Sancho, get Erling Haaland, get rid of Rashford. I mean, there's plenty of clubs that will snap him up from us. He could go abroad. I wouldn't sell him to a Premier League club, but I would sell him abroad. I'd let him go to a Borussia Dortmund type team, or I'd swap him for Haaland and Sancho. I'd swap him, bro. I'd get rid of him right now. Him and Anthony Martial. Send them both to Borussia Dortmund and bring in Sancho and Haaland. Why not, bro?
Yeah, you know my thoughts on Martial anyway, so I'm gonna leave it at that. Martial for me is
Martial needed to have been gone at the end of last season, if you ask me, bro. Get rid of him. I wouldn't sell him to. I would have done what Fergie done, not sell a player to a rival club. So I wouldn't sell him to one of the Premier League clubs, because right now they're all rivals for United. We don't know where United are going to be next season. But that's another video we're going to touch upon on a review of the whole season of United. And this final summed it up, really. This summed up a United season. They have all the potential in the world to do well, and then they let you down right at the end. There's nothing else I can say about United season. But thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Appreciate the comments, appreciate the likes, appreciate the viewers coming back and sticking with us. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. Before we go, if you want to leave any comments, let us know what you thought of the game. And I know Sol's going to let me know when I see him next what he thought of United. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.
Take care, guys. See ya.